is not only effective thanks to the placebo effect. Will more placebo research reveal that many standard medical treatments offered in some of the best hospitals around the world are shams? And how can we research the power of placebos ourselves at home without putting anyone in danger?
That's how they
If you
that's
like
how
this
everything
video
is so
and the way
big.
we explain the subject, subscribe to our channel. We try to explain complex subjects in simple.
All right. So the reason I played that is because what is true after watching that, what is true rest or not rest? What is true relaxation or healing? You know what I'm saying? What is a true healing to you? Does it come from something outside? Does it come from something inside? After seeing that, what do you think? Well, I'm gonna say it's a little bit of both, and you got to find a natural harmony or balance with yourself and your environment in order to get that healing. And let's find out what healing is. What is healing?
One too many backs, no.
What is the definition of healing? Let's see what Teal Swan got to say. What's up? Hey, what's up? You see me in there just chilling. About to take a log of this here city. The last city I was playing on was Smallville. Um, I'm playing on Smallville for a little bit, and that's it. Log together. Y'all see the Christmas wrapping paper, paper, baby. I've been writing in pencil. I should be writing in pen now that I got the format down, but I'll write this last one. So I've been playing 2K, catching up on that because I had put so much work. To be honest with you, this was a brand new region. This region didn't have nothing, so I put the work in right here, and I was slacking on my 2K. I'm going on my 8th week right now, and so now I'm back. Let me see when the last time I played. The 11th of December. It is now the 21st. Well, the 22nd. That's funny. 11 days later. And my population was. Why? I gotta get a new battery for that mouse. Population was 750. Now it's at 1392. Yeah. So I almost doubled it. 750. $13.92, 431. So we lost about 40. It's approximately 40 commercial jobs. 326 industry, and we gained, what is that, 209? It looked like a 209. We gained like 100 and some jobs in the industry. Industrial, I mean. I think I can add this up in my head. 757. That's crazy. 757. Yep. Total jobs in the city at any given time. Now, the reason I do this, if you've never seen me play my SimCity and take my log, so the reason I do this is so that I can compare the number of jobs to the population. Because if you subtract this number of the population from the number total of jobs, you can roughly see how much adults you got. You can see how much old people you got. You can see how many young people you got. And in general, you can kind of divide the rest of where everybody else is at that's not working these 757 jobs. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's my log. Let me finish my log. Last played is going to be today, 11 days later. I love the log. That's funny. You can laugh at me if you want. At 11:49. Let's get to it. Let me make sure I got y'all the music playing in the background, like I got that music. Hey, like I got that music. Like I got that music. Merry Christmas. Hey. Go. All right, let's go. I'm gonna switch over to the live scene. Alright, so let's get this money real quick. Put into our system. And then we'll work the rest out. Wouldn't mind the advanced research center being right here. That would make my industry area magnificent. See you later, jail. Oh, that be banging, boy. Put it down like, put it down like, hey, 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 I'm gonna try that one more time. Now let's see how. That's why you always hit escape. Why y'all on strike over there? At the school. Now that's gonna be better for me. Save before I do it. hanging out with me. Everybody give it up for King. He a body. And it's funny, the first place to get the Advanced Research Center is Smallville. Let's get these people on strike. Let's go back. There's only 18 seconds. It's taxes. Alright, let's get this missile range built. Uh, They're protesting. I should hear people marching, not protesting. That's right, y'all work. Area beautification. Let's go. Alright, so we bringing in 3,031 honey a month at the current rate we running. Let's check out these neighbor deals. Because we can actually turn some stuff up too. $1 off of bus fares. That's a game changer. Alright, so now we can turn up city beautification. It's costing us $100. Government budget. It's $5. $30. And we can enact pro reading. That's $3,000 right there. Let's see about this one. Maybe they give us something good for this. Like you can go through that parking lot, but you can't. Good thing, now you know what? I did this unknowingly. That means I got a good commercial district. Everything is right here. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ain't drive time to find me. Saw you had ran that car off the road that time. Got it. They ain't give me nothing.
burnout. You might think of a candle's blackened, shriveled, worn out wick. If you feel how that wick looks, you can likely relate to burnout. These here are some ways to hopefully keep that candle wick conditioned, helping to avoid burnout. The best way to deal with it is to not get to that point in the first place. So, number 1, figure out what is stressing you. We're going to use the word avoid, and just clarifying, avoiding a stressor is not the same as avoiding responsibility. A responsibility needs to be done, but you don't have to go about doing it in a stressful manner. See what I mean? The best way to reconfigure this stressful process is whittle down and figure out what it is that's causing the stress. Here's a simple example. It's easy to say, this assignment is my stress. Getting it done is stressing me out. But when you step back, you realize the situation is more, I'm stressed because I feel tight on time, and I'm tight on time because I repeatedly chose other activities until there were only 24 hours left to get this done. So yes, you may require some time to practice self-awareness. As much as I never like to admit it, we sometimes build a whole lot of unnecessary stress for ourselves. So please don't do this to yourself. Number 2, complete the cycle. I know, this sounds like we're suggesting you allow yourself to get more stressed, but we're not. Trust me, we're not. Burnout occurs because of prolonged, unending stress. It's essentially constantly treading water in the worst spot and never swimming to shore for rest. This is what we mean by complete the cycle. The book Burnout by PhD and DNA Nagoski twins describes the cycle generally as enter the stressor, like tight turnaround times. Then, cortisol and adrenaline production are triggered from the stressor. This activates the survival response of fight, flight, or freeze. Impulsive reactive behavior happens to stop the feeling of which can be binging, eating, or streaming. We're not judging. And then completion is taking the step of meditative breathing, connecting with others, or other forms of emotional release. Burnout happens when you get stuck at the binging step. That impulsive action provides temporary, superficial relief. Just enough to fool many of us into thinking, oh, we're all good now. Truthfully, the stress is still there under now, allowing it to continue frying and smoldering within. Number 3, sleep. If you had nap time in kindergarten, don't you wish that was still a normal part of your day? Sleep. Sleep is wonderful. Sleep is also important. A solid, healthy stretch of nighttime sleep is essential to overcoming or avoiding burnout. Humans are generally not nocturnal by nature. We know this, yet we seem to be all too willing to sacrifice sleep as the first bargaining chip when dealing with stress. We tend to think of sleep as a reservoir easily refilled with catching up on the weekend or sleeping in on vacation. Unfortunately, sleep just does not work that way. You can't retcon the past sleep you lost by sleeping more in the future. So get a good sleep in the morning. What is good sleep anyway? It's not that time you zoned out while reading, then woke up with a start when your forehead hit the desk. It is completing a full sleep cycle, including REM sleep. The result is you wake feeling refreshed and renewed. If you wake up still groggy or wanting to throw down in anger, you did not have a good night's sleep. To help you reach this fabled good sleep, employ sleep hygiene and PrEP. Hygiene is basically a condition conducive to maintaining health. So sleep hygiene is good sleep practices, like no screens 30 minutes before bed and the room being dark, cool, and silent. PrEP is what happens before the hygiene, setting yourself up physically and mentally. So numbing shortly before bed and perhaps a short session of meditation to quiet your mind. Your route is yours. These are just components. Find ones that groove with you. And number 4, release the oxytocin. Perform activities that help produce oxytocin. Yes, oxytocin, the love drug. Well, the hormones really. It's been found that various activities such as giving to others, dancing, working out, or cuddling with your pet all trigger oxytocin production. Know why we suggest this? Basically because the activities not only make you happy, but many of the activities can help others be happy too. Oxytocin is one of the big 3 happy hormones after all. It's been found too that this hormone can decrease stress and anxiety, so it gives happy and deducts stress and anxiety. And number 5, know that you're worth it. Those old shampoo commercials had a point. You are worth it. Yep, Our last tip for today is to practice self-love. Self-love can help you extend compassion towards yourself, allowing you to perform self-care free of guilt or adding more stress. Never feel that tending to your own health is a waste of time, or that you could be doing something more important. You are the most important thing to you. Your existence depends on it. Burnout can happen to anyone. It does not matter if you're in school or at a job or trying to get your own business going, or a mom or a dad. Burnout is a creeper that can pounce when you least expect it, happening to the seemingly healthiest of us. We mean you're not alone or defective or inept. Burnout essentially means that your own personal care has been sacrificed in pursuit of outward rewards, whether that pressure has been put on you by yourself or by a boss. Take a moment to realize that nothing's worth your health, and that you deserve to be happy, no matter how much the bottom line is going to affect quarterly profits. You got this, and we're with you on that. Did you see or hear something that could help you or someone you know? Comment
Yes,
below
I
and give us a
did.
like.
Alright, now let's see how to heal from trauma. Psych to go, we having it. But we ain't gonna go to Psych to go this time.
Okay guys, so today I'm going to talk about trauma and something called the trauma cycle. So this is really about processing feelings and emotions properly, so that an underlying trauma, I'm really talking about complex trauma today, so that's to do with deeply rooted traumas that date back usually to childhood, that affect our relationships in later life. And things like our attachment style, whether we have a secure attachment style, an insecure attachment style, avoidant attachment style. But I'm not going to go into that too much today. I just want to keep this simple. This is a way for us to start healing complex trauma. And it's a simple way to think about it, right? So, first thing we're going to talk about today is trauma. What is trauma? So, trauma. That's where this all begins. A lot of these emotional problems, this emotional roller coaster in life, comes back down to an underlying trauma that we have. We may be denying it, or we may be repressing it, but it does show up in our lives in myriad of different ways. Now, what is trauma? Okay, again, I'm talking about complex trauma here. There's a way, so a lot of people aren't really too sure, what is trauma? How should I think of trauma? I want you to start thinking about trauma, not necessarily as some sort of a distant memory in your psyche or in your mind, but as an injury, okay? Trauma is an injury.
Yes, sir, thank you.
So it's quite a clear way to think about a trauma. Imagine if you were to cut your arm, you would bleed, you'd have a scar left over. Our problem is this cycle of trauma, because it's not really dealt with. Maybe in childhood we had a parent who wasn't attuned to us, or we had abuse, we weren't able to talk about it, there was no safe environment or support for us. So in order to get by in life, what we do is we just bury it, keep it repressed, keep it away, and try and muddle through life as best we can. So this underlying injury is still there. It's very hard. We can heal our physical wounds quite simply most of the time, but our psychological injuries are less obvious, but certainly maybe more painful. Okay, in many ways. In fact, I would say they're definitely more painful, because they last a lot longer and no one sees them. These are the invisible injuries that we carry with us in our lives. So how does the trauma show up? It's in our subconscious mind usually. We don't go around talking about, oh, I'm aware of my trauma, but it shows up. And this brings us to this cycle. So how do we heal this trauma? How do we start to begin to heal it? Well, it shows up in our lives. One of the most important things in this video is this word. This is how it shows up. And that is our emotions.
My guy.
Our emotions. You can think of these as secondary emotions that relate to an underlying trauma that we have, be that abuse, be that isolation, our needs not being met in childhood, a parent who wasn't attuned, who wasn't available for us emotionally, whatever it is. These show up all through our lives. We want to start to know, what are these telling me? How can I deal with them? What are these emotions? That might be, for example, could be anxiety. It could be anger, another one. Or it could be, you name it, it could be loneliness, sense of isolation, disconnection, despair, okay, you name it, depression, right? So these are our secondary emotions. So this is where on the trauma cycle, we're going to start by looking at this. Now, by the way, I want you to think of this as in your subconscious, right, your trauma, it's buried trauma. And I want you to start thinking of it as like a bank, okay? Bear with me and I'll explain that. This is like your trauma bank. So you make deposits, you make withdrawals, and what we really want to do is empty this bank entirely, okay? Just take it all out and then have something else in there other than this trauma. But the problem is we keep making deposits here, okay? That's the issue. So that's why we're talking about the trauma cycle. We're going to start to try and break.
Well, that sucks. The game crashed. We started over. Good thing I saved. I can't wait for dinner time. I'm going to start cooking. No. power. Make sure I got the rest of this water done. Save. So basically what happened is that everybody moved out of my city that was like middle class and all of that because I was taxing them a high amount. So now what you got moving in is a bunch of low class or low wealth, let's not say low class, low wealth Sims who sending their kids to school, they filling up the clinics, and basically they gonna rebuild the city by getting re-educated, well, by getting more educated, filling in these jobs that went empty. Dang, look at that jump. So let's see. See, look at that. Ain't nobody educated now. Let's see the education dip. Look at that, in 1 year. Went from highly educated Sims to nothing. Now all they want to do is farm again. Let's give them what they want.
expectations are coming from yourself more than anyone else. While discipline and responsibility are important, it's also essential to be kind to yourself while striving to meet your goals. To help with that, here are 7 ways to be kinder to yourself. Number 1. Go for a walk and clear your head. Have you had any time outside as of late? Try going on walks to your favorite restaurants, places, or even your favorite nature trail. It can help significantly with anxiety and stress. If you're pushing yourself extraordinarily hard as of late, you owe this de-stressing opportunity to yourself. An enormous part of showing yourself kindness is ensuring that you are giving yourself the time you need to step away and recharge. Going on a walk in nature has been shown to have incredible effects on mental health. Go on a walk. It'll help clear your mind. Number 2. Identifying what you need and following through. Think about what you need right this very minute. Take a moment to truly evaluate how you are right now. You may notice that you feel a little tired, or that you really have been working way too hard. Take a moment and absorb the feelings that you're having right now and tend to them. Choosing to listen to your body and doing a bit of maintenance from time to time can go a very long way. This can help prevent burnout and help you feel ready and recharged for the things that are important to you. Making a conscious decision of what you need and learning to recharge for your priorities can help you reach your goals while making sure to take care of yourself. Number 3. Food, drink, and rest. Did you know that if you feel thirsty, you're already experiencing a mild amount of dehydration? Making sure that you are carrying a water bottle on you, or even just keeping it nearby if you tend to fidget or bite things when you're focusing, can be a great way to stay hydrated. When we are stressed or feeling blue, we can tend to forget to eat, drink, and sleep enough. Try to picture a friend or family member you love not eating or drinking all day. Maybe you'd bring them a snack or remind them to pace themselves. Doing the same for your own person is a beautiful sign of self-love. Number 4. Taking breaks from stressful events. Have you ever forcefully been pushing yourself towards a deadline, cramming for a test? If you're performing repetitive tasks over and over again, you may find that your ability to retain information will fade quicker than if you space the tasks out over extended periods of time. Instead of taking a huge 5-hour study session, try to take multiple hour-long sessions throughout the day to help improve your ability to learn and remember new skills. The spacing effect has a wide variety of situations that it can be implemented, so try to decide against pushing the all-nighters. Sometimes, waiting until morning to fix a problem can help you approach it from a fresh and unique angle. Space yourself. Number 5. Rewarding yourself for a job well done. Find yourself feeling a little empty when you finish tasks you set out to do. Maybe you tend to finish difficult tests, assignments, or projects that feel more relieved and accomplished once they're finally done. Generally speaking, when we complete tasks and we feel a wave of relief flow over us, it's because we've just completed an objective that was difficult or otherwise challenging. When we're hard on ourselves, we turn experiences that should be good into an experience that's just expected of us. You may find yourself less excited to complete tasks. Reward systems can work wonders. If you finish something you've been working on for weeks, take a moment to give yourself a pat on the back. Be proud of accomplishments, both big and small. Congratulate yourself in the same way that you would congratulate someone that you love. Number 6. Forgiving yourself and moving forward. Haven't we all done something that we've regretted before? Sometimes we default to blaming ourselves. This can lead to us insulting ourselves, our intelligence, or questioning why we are the way that we are. While self-reflection and accountability is important, there is such a thing as pushing yourself too hard or holding yourself accountable to an unreasonable standard. Everyone makes mistakes. Whether big or small, everyone has regrets. Learning self-forgiveness is one of the most wonderful self-love tools that you have in order to help move forward. Remembering that you're only human and that mistakes are okay helps you forgive yourself and move on. Show yourself the compassion you deserve. Did you relate to this video? Did you find ways to treat yourself in a more kind way? Treating ourselves like the enemy or a nuisance can cause a lot of grief and frustration, especially when we don't build ourselves the foundation we need in order to improve and succeed. Encouraging yourself and showing yourself that you're willing to be patient can go a long way. Has there been a time where you realized that being kinder to yourself actually helped improve the way you approach a situation you had to face or improve your mental health? Share your experiences in the comment section below. We appreciate hearing your stories. Leave a like and share this video with a friend if you think it'll help them. As usual, all references are in the description. Thank you for watching. Until next time.
Let's see who else got something on compassion. Hey, let's see, Dr.
Watch me walk away, putting myself on display. 1, 2, 3 a day, I'm on my way.
So how do we create these interconnected networks? What would your view be about creating interconnected networks of compassion-oriented individuals?
I think there's a line from William Faulkner, something like, the past is not even past. You know, it's present, it's here with us today. And I also think about one of the great writers that came out of Great Britain, George Orwell. He said something like, to see what is in front of one's nose takes a constant effort. We are the proverbial fish living in the water. We don't quite realize it. How bizarre are the ways in which much of society proceeds. In contrast to our hunter-gatherer history, during most of our 300,000 year term so far, anatomically modern humans, with another couple million years before that of tool manufacturing, pretty intelligent hominids, right, in hunter-gatherer bands. So here we are. I want to say first that about privilege or advantage, for me, where it becomes...
All right, y'all. I'll be back in a few. Peace.
I ask myself, what fraction of that is based on virtuous effort over the years? What fraction of that is based on the luck of the draw, genetic talents of different